When extreme weather strikes, it's not only lives that are on the line, but livelihoods. Powerful weather events are having a growing impact on businesses and communities across the U.S.
If you've got an event, a snowstorm or a hurricane that basically puts somebody out of business for a couple of days, that can actually mean the end of that business.
Insurance experts say after a disaster, roughly 40% of small businesses will never reopen. And no one knows this better than Mark Snyder from Red Hook Winery in Brooklyn. Nearly 2 years after Superstorm Sandy, he's still working to get back on solid ground.
We had about 5 feet of water that came from pretty much every direction. We pretty much thought it was over at that point. It was fairly devastating.
After more than $2 million worth of damage and a lot of hard work, the winery is open, yet still recovering. In 2013, there were 9 different billion-dollar extreme weather events in the U.S. alone, and that price tag for future disasters is expected to keep rising.
Winter storms may not produce the same type of catastrophic damage to life and property as, say, a tornado or a hurricane. Nonetheless, that combination of heavy snow, ice, wind, and bitter cold temperatures can shut down a city for several days.
And even though they are often the most vulnerable, nearly 2/3 of small businesses in the U.S. do not have a plan to deal with extreme weather.
It's very painful to see people go through this. You feel so vulnerable and you don't know who to be angry at. You know, it's a natural disaster.
As for Mark Snyder, he's hopeful all their planning will be enough for Red Hook to weather the next big storm.
Well, I feel like we're at 100% now in terms of our ability. In terms of the financial recovery, that's a much longer term. I don't think there's anywhere else I'd rather be or would be.
For the Weather Channel, I'm Mike Bettis.